On Monday of last week, my dear mother, love you, Mom, by the way, my dear mother went into the hospital for a hip replacement surgery. And like has become the norm across Canada, she had to wait far too long for her surgery date. In fact, by the time she went in to get her surgery done, the surgeon had said the damage to her hip had reached the point of 10 out of 10. That means that my dear mother was dealing with a lot of pain for a long period of time while waiting for the chance to have a surgery that everybody in the healthcare system acknowledged she needed much more urgently than it was provided. But the state of our healthcare system becomes even more clear with the experience we had in the hospital itself. Now, the morning of the hospital, everything went smooth. I was with my mom, the surgeon was awesome, the nurses were awesome, they took great care of her, and we are very thankful for the excellent work that they did. We are also very grateful to be in a country where you don't have to go into debt in order to see a doctor. Very good experience in the morning. I was with my mom in the afternoon and in the evening. Around 10 p.m., I decided that I was going to go home and get some sleep. So I hit the 401, I'm driving east on my way back home, and I get a phone call from my mom, frantic and upset. Now, my mother, Madam Speaker, is a very calm, cool, and collected lady. She does not get upset easily, but she was freaking out, all right? And she was freaking out because she awoke from her rest while recovering from surgery to the sounds of hospital staff moving a male patient into her room. Now, I appreciate that some people in this house might not see that as a big deal, but a lot of people across Canada do. You know, when you are recovering from a surgery and you're in a hospital gown, you're in a physically vulnerable state, you can barely move, the idea that a hospital would move a dude into my mom's room in the middle of the night with no notice, no acknowledgement, don't even recognize this is kind of a bizarre and weird action to take to begin with, it made my mom quite unhappy. And the male patient who was moved into the room was also very uncomfortable with the situation. The only thing dividing them being a thin curtain pulled between hospital beds. And so naturally, when my mom is upset, it's like the bat signal going up, right? I get off the highway, get back, head westward, and I'm back at the hospital. And I go and I speak to the supervising nurse. And after some persistence, I think, Madam Speaker, you know me well enough to know what my persistence might look like. They did move my mom to a new hospital room with a female patient. But I asked the supervising nurse, what is the hospital policy that allows you to have a male patient and a female patient forced to share a room without their consent? And so they printed it off and they handed it to me, and I looked at it, and it was a policy that said, due to overcrowding and under-resourced hospitals, the hospitals in Toronto had taken the decision that they were going to have to give themselves that power. Now, I'm not of the belief that that makes it a good choice for them. I don't like the policy, but you could see very practically what population growth has done to our hospitals in that moment.